All right, we're here with Jim Kish of Kish Fabrication. He's out of San Luis Obispo, California. And Jim, it looks like this is a new cross bike for you. Tell us a little bit about this ride we got here.
Well, this particular bike is built for a guy who works for SRAM, who's a pretty avid cross racer. And so it's a pretty aggressive design, maybe not aggressive, but a little more traditional, real cyclocross racing kind of bike. Weighs about 15 pounds. 15
pounds? As you see it right here?
As you see it right there.
Wow.
Yeah, so the titanium frame, obviously there's not much weight there, and a lot of nice lightweight parts, so hopefully he'll be winning some races on that coming cross season this fall.
It'll be easy to run up the hill with on your shoulder, that's for sure. Now you specifically work with titanium for the most part?
Almost exclusively, yeah. Yep. I'm happy to do steel bikes, but I'm more known for titanium, and that's what I've been doing, more or less exclusively the whole time. Though there's a handful of steel bikes that I'll do every year, but this is sort of where my heart is.
What draws you to titanium more than steel? What do you like about titanium?
What I like about it is you don't have to make a whole lot of compromises other than the cost. Once you get past the cost, it's all positives. It's very strong. It's nice and light. If I made the same bike out of steel, it wouldn't weigh a ton more, but it's significant. Somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe a pound, which can make a difference. And it doesn't rust. It's easy to maintain. And the part I really like about it is that I've been building these bikes more or less the same way for 17 years, and I've yet to have a titanium one come back to me in two pieces. So I definitely appreciate that part of it. It's just real durable. It's a lifetime bike.
Now, is this your own paint? You do this paint yourself, or do you?
I wish I could say that I was that good of a painter, but I don't do any.
It's beautiful.
I don't do any paint myself. This is done by Spectrum Powder Works in Colorado, who does a lot of the real high-end custom stuff, and it's actually a powder coat, which is hard to believe if you look at a lot of different wet paint and different powder.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got the process really figured out. So whenever I need any kind of even non-elaborate finishing, Spectrum always does it for me.
Now tell me a little bit about the bike we see here, because this is an interesting kind of dirt drop, single speed cyclocross.
Kind of a mishmash of
tell us about this. This is a cool bike.
This bike I'm really excited about, and I knew that it would come out nicely, but I didn't, until it was all put together, didn't really get the full effect. But yeah, it's a single speed with disc brakes, and sort of splitting the difference between a cyclocross bike and a 29er. So the tire size, you can see, is kind of in between the two.
Yeah.
And I've actually ridden a bike similar to this myself with normal drop bars, and it was sort of like a really beefed up cyclocross bike and worked great. And in this version, I think would be even more fun, just because it's got, for one thing, it's got disc brakes, which the one that I have doesn't, which would help a whole lot. And these bars too, I think will be a lot more comfortable. There's a lot of nice positions on here. I rode this bike around a little bit before I brought it to the show, and really liked it a lot. Every bike that I build up, there's something I like about it, and I think they're all great, but every once in a while there's a bike I really don't want to let out of the shop, and this is the one. Yeah, this was the one this time around. It's a lot of fun. And the thing that's great about this style of bike is I think a lot of people would be really well served with a bike like this, because people like single speeds, and they like dirt road riding, they like cruising around town and jumping curbs and stuff like that. But I think that this particular combination, it's a little bit of a morphodite, between a few other bikes, actually would really fit the bill, I think, for a lot of people's riding, but it's just not really on their radar.
Right.
screens. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm hoping to do more of them because I say it's a lot of fun. It's real light and real beefy, and it feels like a mountain bike when you want it to be a mountain bike, but it's a whole lot faster than on a flat dirt road or something like that. You can get a good head of steam up, no problem.
It's awesome. Well, it's Jim Kish of Kish Fabrication. They're purveyors of fine custom titanium. Jim, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right.